I just found this. I don't know, it was on my recommended. So I was always wondering, like, what happened to my guy? He had, what is it? That song had to have 1 billion views, 1.8 billion views. He fumbled the biggest bag in the music industry that I know of. Cause I like, what happened to that guy? Like, we was really hitting that. Like that shit was fire too. I still hit it time to time. Set that whip, hit that nay. He didn't make the dance though, did he? I think he just made the song. Okay, his whip kind of clean.
From the children's song and dance of a generation, topping the charts.
I heard about
Silento,
him.
or Ricky Hawk as his
Killings?
classmates,
I don't know if he kills somebody.
16-year-old.
I don't know what happened.
Famous overnight.
But no one was talking about it anymore.
Specifically
so I thought,
after one song.
Out.
Soon after, the track reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and stayed there for 6 weeks straight. The single for
my guy was putting up Drake chart numbers
and on the UK's Shazam charts. In fact, Silento got the plaque at a renowned LA.
Why are you Shazamming that song? Hey, what's that song called? Watch Me Whip and Nay. Like, come on now. Like some songs you don't even gotta look up. The name of the song is in the chorus they singing.
Club as
they just search Whip and Nay. That's it. And then the first one pop up.
Moreover, Silento was nominated.
So what I did, I typed in "Watch Me Whip" and Nay.
It wasn't just the dance moves that brought Silento the fame and popularity, though. A lot of the thanks goes to the entertainment brand Dance On and the.
He don't even look like no killer. I hope that was not true that he killed somebody.
For the initial to create the hit.
No, everybody know that song. Look at him.
Silento worked with Bolo to.
Hit that one more time.
The moves of the 21st century weren't enough.
Hit that one.
To create the hit, knowing the moves of the 21st century.
That's an ugly ass nigga right there. Look at him. I'm gonna hit that. Hold on.
Worked with Bolo, the producer. He reached out to him on Instagram, and he spent a couple of weeks making his case to him, as the latter had some reservations about creating the song, but.
Keep this nigga locked up. Oh my god. These dance moves. Like, I see why you only did the whipping in there. Shit.
The latter had some reservations about creating the song. But in the end he agreed. For like months, he kept trying to tell me, hey, I got this song. It's going to be a hit record. And I thought it was the craziest idea. For a hit record, it has to be the perfect song, perfect beat, perfect timing, perfect everything. Plus, having the dance come from Atlanta, which is a very young, dance-oriented city, there were a lot of groups dancing to it online, and it spawned so many videos on these apps. Moreover, the song gave a push to other artists.
Are you from Atlanta? I need to stop pausing shit and looking up shit. But I'm curious. You gonna tell me where he from? Born Stone Mountain. All right. Look at him. That's his mugshot. He look like he's stressed. I'm sorry. That's not funny. But hey, I don't know. Depending on how he ruined his life, I might laugh at it again. If he fucked his own life up, then yeah, I don't care.
Release their songs with a similar vibe. Although none of them have the same potential to be the next viral craze. Watch Me was said to have grown on people because of the power of online video platforms, specifically hashtags, Vine, and Instagram video.
I mean, they're just taking the opportunity though. Like, of course they know, like, oh, like, we can't. They probably know that they can't become a full-time rapper off that fucking whip Nene shit. They gonna have to put out something else, but they just taking they just season them up basically. You see what Ayo and Tio did? Them niggas still rich. I don't even know what these niggas are doing now, but they dancing their ass off everywhere. But yeah, like, they just taking advantage of the situation. Like, he saw everybody was hitting the whip and Nene. He was like, all right, let me do a dance to this so everybody can do. Like, every time somebody wants to do that dance, they have to put on that song. And that's what he did. And when Tio was, I just want to roll with a dab of wrench. And that song might have almost a bill. Almost there too. That's crazy. And them niggas are still getting money.
Specifically, hashtags, Vine, and Instagram video.
Damn, Vine.
While still being in school and getting famous,
I missed that.
Silento said in an interview, "After Watch Me blew up, the kids who were always disrespectful to me in school began to show respect and say, 'What up?' to me when I would see them in the halls. Fame in high school was a blessing since the music kept me focused on working on my craft as an artist, which is what makes me happy. It was a distraction to any negative energy that had come my way." And then continued about important lessons he made while being that famous among his peers. "I learned that if you put in the work,
I couldn't be famous in high school.
The noise
I cannot do that.
To stop doing what you're doing.
Niggas don't come up to you. When you drop your next video,
will come. I always kept
rap on this beat for me.
Smiled at everyone at school in the hallways.
I can do that.
Still saying hi to those who doubted me because there's no reason for any hate out there. I want everyone to win and be happy. However, at the same time, fame at such a young age taught me not to trust anyone. Follow through with my word and live my life the best way I'd want to create for myself. Need to keep going through those hurdles and do what you want to do because at the end of the day, you're in control." While it seems that being successful at a young age can bring a lot of good, it didn't seem to be all roses and sunshine for Silento, because he went through some struggles with mental health and even took a break from performing and composing to focus more on his mental well-being.
He was a producer or composer, whatever.
In 2017, the chain of legal issues involving Silento started. The very first episode was when Silento would not leave the UAE, or the United Arab Emirates, due to a business dispute. The grounds of the dispute were that Silento did not show up for the two shows that he had to perform at LA and
Abu Dhabi
on the 18th of February.
Bro, that man probably got banned there. He ain't never come back.
Entertainment, Maki Taj El Sir Abdul Halim.
He ain't letting them back in Abu Dhabi.
On the 18th of money back. I don't want to ruin his reputation. Abdul Halim wanted to recover performance fees, travel, and marketing costs, which were estimated at $300,000.
That's why I would never go crazy with my money. Like if I just blow up fast or whatnot, and I get all this money coming out of nowhere, I'm saving most of that shit because you never know what will happen. Out of nowhere, I could just, all my fame and fortune, whatever, just disappear or whatnot. And now I'm just sitting there looking like, damn, I don't got nothing. I don't got no money to fall back on. So I done spent it all on this Bugatti. I done spent it all on this 6-bedroom, 5-bathroom house. I got 5 cars. Like, I'm going to have to sell all that shit. But I'm not going to get the same money I got back for it because I already drove it. It's already wore out. Not wore out, but, as soon as you hop in that bitch, it depreciates. Where's her feet? What? Am I tripping? Ain't no way, cause once she get up, the pants gonna be even baggier. So what was the point of wearing her pants if you can't see her shoes? You know what I'm saying? I hope she got shoes on. I hope she has fucking feet. But when she get up, you still not gonna see her feet. Why would she choose them? They should have threw her in jail. Anyway, what was I talking about? I don't even remember. Yeah, just save your money, man. All this, I understand, you get a bag or whatnot. You're oh, man, I want to, treat my family or whatnot. Or, I want to just do something nice for them, myself, for all the hard work we didn't put in, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. But don't blow that shit all and expect, oh, that's okay. I'm going to have some more money coming in anyway. Nah, that's not how it works, my guy. Save your money, and then when taxes come around, you have to pay them because you're in a different tax bracket. You gonna have to get that money up, some of that money up. So, and then when taxes come around, and you only got $30K to your name, but you owe fucking $100K,
$1,500. The court ruling
how much?
1,000 dirham performance fees, travel, and marketing costs, which were estimated at 300,000 dirhams or $81,500. The court
shit. I done fucking damn. That's crazy. I said I'm not paying that.
Stated that the allegations were in question, and in fact the promoter himself was guilty of not living up to his end of the deal. Silento did not cancel any shows at all. The rapper only learned of the travel ban against him on Wednesday. There was no comment from Jenna on whether Silento handed in his passport or not. The U.S. Embassy in Abu Dhabi did not comment on the matter either. Silento became aware of the legal issues early Thursday when he finished his show in a Dubai nightclub. I can't even leave the UAE, but I'm still in the club. In the late hours of Wednesday, Silento posted a link to his Twitter page encouraging fans to donate to his fundraiser, Free Silento, so that he could return to America again. After that, in 2020, 2 arrests followed each other. The first one was on August 28th when Silento was booked in Santa Ana for inflicting corporal injury on a spouse or a cohabitant in a domestic
corporal injury? What does that mean?
He was charged with a felony and posted bond.
Is that right, being ass?
He was released on the same day. After that, things got a bit weird because the internet, specifically Twitter, suggested that Silento's girlfriend allegedly leaked very private photos of Silento's behind that many users found disturbing. Supposedly, after that incident, the very next day, Silento was wandering the streets wielding a hatchet, and he walked into a random home looking for his girlfriend. Homeowners with their children were present the moment Silento walked in and were terrified. But one of the homeowners had a gun.
Imagine that, Nick, the creator of the hit song "Watch Me Whippin'," and they walk into your house with a machete. I'm telling that nigga, hit that bitch. I was like, oh shit, I was just you. Hit it with me, yeah.
And was able to stop Silento. Luckily, nobody was harmed. In a few moments, Silento's friend
Who
came
stopped
to the
him?
house.
He had a machete in his hand.
But one of the homeowners had a gun and was able to stop Silento.
I was gonna say.
Luckily, nobody
that nigga brought a hatchet to a gunfight. In a few
moments, Silento's friend came to the house and informed the rapper that he was at the wrong place. So together they took off.
That's hilarious.
But
that is
LAPD
hilarious.
Chased Silento a block from his home.
Bro, it's the next house.
With a deadly weapon. In 2 months, Silento was arrested again, but this time it was for speeding in DeKalb County, Georgia. He was pulled over by a police officer at 3 a.m. for driving at 143 miles per hour. From his white BMW, Silento insisted that he didn't break any laws, and stated that, firstly, he was driving at such a speed because he didn't want to be chased by fans. And second, if there are like 10 cars following me, I can do 143, because I'm not a regular person. And you could go and look on your computer, and it would tell you that. But Silento was arrested again and held at
Yo, dusty ass don't got no special privileges. You made one hit song. Ain't nobody chasing after you. God damn, niggas think they get fame and y'all, but what, man, what Drake say? What he say? I got my ringer on. Y'all got, what? Nah, I'm looking at this. Drake said a quote. Oh, that's what he said. He said, your name not ringing out there, it's on vibrate. Meaning you got a little buzz to you, but it ain't out there ringing. So chill out, my guy.
DeKalb County.
That boy said if I got 10. First of all, let me show you how.
He was driving.
Look how.
That he did 43 miles. He was pulled over by a
look how empty that road looks.
For speeding in
there ain't no cars on there.
Miles per hour.
Ain't nobody chasing you.
It was January.
Murder of his cousin?
Police officers responded. It remained unclear how police found out that it was Silento. On the police department's Twitter page appeared.
Everybody knows that nigga. He probably shot the gun like this. He said, "Put your hands up. Put it up. I'll shoot."
Is in DeKalb County Jail, charged with murder. After Silento was arrested, his publicist Chanel Hudson published the following statement.
Bro, this man was ugly.
Page. Please send my client Silento some positive vibration. Over the past several years, Ricky has been suffering immensely from a series of mental health illnesses. We will continue
I thought
his
he was
efforts
trying to say like, oh, he didn't do it.
In the meantime, that the public uplift him and his family in immediate prayer and positive energy. Ricky's a beautiful soul, and we hope that the same people who came up whipping and nay-naying with him continue.
Don't say that shit in the fucking in a statement to the public. Oh my god! and the people who was whipping and nay with him, please continue to do it. Whip it nay in the name of Jesus, in love, in the name of Silento.
Continue to support him and be lifted
in the name of God.
In the post description, she expressed her hopes that this situation would pass, as well as all previous ones. Chanel Hudson asserted that
he killed somebody. What? Ain't nothing past it.
She said that she was well aware of his mental health issues, specifically his struggles with anxiety and depression.
Yeah.
But to her dissatisfaction, Silento was not consistent about getting better and resolving those problems. Chanel said that
that boy wanted to be a superstar, a rock star.
Shaky evidence, and she stated that the justice system would decide Silento's fate. No matter what his charges are, he's a human being, and it doesn't cost anything to pray for him and his family or send him positive vibrations.
He's a
I hope
human being that
have a
killed.
empathy. Hudson added at the time, the former
I don't know, like,
and Ricky's
like
attorney,
I said, like he might have some mental issues or whatnot, but like, I don't know. You still killed somebody. Like, yeah, you say, yeah, you got mental issues, blah, 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 but you still killed somebody. Either way you look at it, you still murdered somebody. I don't know how to look at that. Like, yeah, they say, oh, you know, he got mental issues, blah, 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 but then you murdered somebody. Like, I don't know. I say, like, you can still, like, you know, pray, like, oh, you know, I hope he, you know, finds peace or whatnot. I hope he changes his ways, but it don't matter if he do change ways or not. He ain't gonna be able to, you know, see if his ways are changed because he gonna be in jail for the rest of his life. So it's like, I don't know, like, what's the point in saying shit like that? Well, like, you know, people are not gonna, like, you know, they're not gonna show no sympathy or whatnot. I don't know.
Defense team, and the lawyer was constantly in touch with Silento.
That's him.
Yeah. Moreover, Chanel
bro went crazy.
explained that in the last couple of years, presumably from the appearance of the first legal problem, she was trying to humanize Silento. She said that in May of 2019, she booked him on the daytime talk show The Doctors, where Silento got the chance to talk extensively about having mental issues. That wasn't a situation where he just showed up and sat down for 30 minutes. He did a psychological evaluation ahead of time. It was a 4 or 5 day process. While being on the show, Silento explained that he was already born with marijuana, cocaine, and heroin in his system. He mentioned his struggles with anxiety and depression, and said that it was highly likely that he was prescribed ADHD medication by mistake. I don't know if these demons will ever go away. Chanel also pointed out the fact that Ricky was suffering from depression wasn't based on him being a failure. Quite the opposite, Silento was traveling around the globe, frequently performing, and making constant appearances on various children's television shows and programs. But when the pandemic took over, Silento broke to pieces and allegedly attempted suicide at the beginning of 2020.
Because you had once, let me see, I want to see like what he's been doing. Fresh out of high school 2, Skyroll, bars behind bars. So he made 1, 2, 3, 4 mixtapes, first of all. This nigga really had not done anything but release some mixtapes as lead artist. Oh my god. As feature, oh my god.
Nobody was really paying too much attention to what was happening to him. And after that suicide attempt, Silento showed some signs of destructive behavior and was arrested 3 times, each one getting more attention than the last. Despite that, bond on the current case was denied. Chanel Hudson stated that she planned to continue supporting Ricky because he supported her as well when she needed that. I will not turn my back on him. I bet in some way, shape, or form, he's writing about his experience.
His name is Ricky. I just noticed that.
1st,
where did Silento come from?
Malice murder and felony murder. In a few months, Silento was booked into an Illinois jail.
How many years he got?
Count of murder.
How many years he got?
At the court hearing on June 9th, the judge looked over his mental health history and stated that he was a danger to society. Prosecutors on the cases stated that Ricky's grandparents wished their grandkid would stay in prison to prevent him from being a threat to himself and other people. And on August 3rd, he was indicted on charges of malice murder, felony murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm while committing a felony. His trial is yet to begin, and he has not yet taken any guilty plea. But it's one shocking turn of events that the man who created one of the biggest children's songs of the last decade is now facing life in prison at the young age of
24. He's 2 years older than me. That's crazy. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, yeah, he said he was suffering from mental illness or whatnot, but a girl said he didn't do anything to, try to better the situation. But at the same time, I ain't gonna say it because I don't, I'm not in her life. I was gonna say, like, what did she do to better her life or whatnot? Because, I I was gonna say like you can throw that nigga into like a rehab or I don't know, like a shit something. I don't know. Throw him in some type of anything or whatnot. But he gotta want that for himself. And I think all this is his fault basically, because he knows that he suffers from mental issues. He's aware of it, and you do nothing about it. You complain about it, like blah blah blah, and you do nothing about it. And I understand, like I done went through my shit as well, my issues or whatnot. And I understand it's hard to talk to somebody or whatnot. You set an example for a lot of people because a lot of people love that song. A lot of people's like, oh my god, it's him. A lot of little kids look up to you. You can't go around and be doing that shit and then not go get help. Cause now nobody don't have sympathy for you. And then on top of that, you killed your cousin. It could have at least been a fucking random bystander or something. It's somebody you know. I mean, murder is murder, but I'm saying, like, damn, it's the nigga you know. You grew up with that nigga. That's crazy. I couldn't. That's crazy. That's why I can't look my cousin down and him staring down the barrel of my gun that I'm holding and shoot that nigga. That's beyond me. Well, I'm finna whip on out of here. So, I'll see you guys later.